News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
Tonight on News 46, how to avoid becoming a fraud victim. A fundraiser will be held to help Super Mikey, and it's a great time to have a flight on Jetpack America. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. At yesterday's press conference concerning several locals that have been arrested in an identity theft fraud ring, a word of advice was given to residents to avoid becoming a victim.
Explore other ways to pay your bills rather than place a personal check in the mail into the outgoing mail. Explore different ways to pay your bills. Be aware of your identity. There's a lot of types of fraud out there. Suspects are very genius as far as coming up with new schemes to obtain your personal information, whether it's by phone, through email, through social media, or through the mail itself, or even as simple as mail theft. Just be aware of who you give your information to. Always just verify who you're talking to and who you're giving that to. As far as your mail, if you notice that something is missing, call either us or Clark County, whoever the appropriate agency is where you live. If you lose your wallet, if you lose your ID card, your social security card, again, report it so it's on file at least. Contact your credit reporting agencies every once in a while to run your own report and see if you've been a victim of fraud, and if so, report it so it's on file, because eventually something like this breaks apart and everybody can be correlated into one big investigation and it'd be caught sooner rather than later.
And just in time, there's going to be a fraud seminar being held at Inspiration Senior Living, and that's going to be on March 26th. For more information, you can give them a call at 751-2300. A fundraiser dinner is being held, Mikey, who haven't heard.
Super Mikey is a little boy in Pahrump that has leukemia, and he is in a fight for his life. And we are supporting that family to be able to keep their home and maintain a vehicle. They need transportation for the chemo, and yeah, it's a community effort.
How's he doing now?
He's doing really good. He's doing well.
I remember hearing that his mom had to quit her job, or at least she's not working as much as she is now.
Yep, she's working as much as she can, and she is so grateful and thankful for the support from the community.
So they have a GoFundMe site, but this is going to go, once again, to help them as well. So people can go on the GoFundMe site if they can't go to this event, but can they also donate to this event too?
Yes, we're looking for donations for items to auction off and raffle off. You can make a direct cash donation at Nevada State Bank. Mm-hmm. You can buy a ticket and show up and be part of the fun event. It's family-oriented environment, and it's $25 a ticket to have dinner and participate in the auction.
And when's this going to be held?
It's March 27th at the Mountain Falls Clubhouse.
And there you go. And what's going to be going on that night?
We're going to have dinner, and then Ski is going to come out and do the auction for us. Mm-hmm. And we have everything from jewelry, antique furniture, designer handbags. We just have a whole, gift certificates and show tickets and a whole bunch of things.
Can you buy your tickets ahead of time?
Yes, you can contact me. You can go see Lisa at Party Supply. She's selling them for us.
And then, are you still looking for businesses to donate items for that auction?
Absolutely, and I want it to be a win-win. If you support, I want to support your business. I want to promote your business and let people know that you're an active part of the community.
Wonderful. So for more information, is there a number to call?
Yes, you can call me on my cell phone at 775 area code 910-9010.
And the date and time again of that dinner?
March 27th at 6 p.m. is dinner, and the auction starts at 7.
The Nevada Department of Transportation took a tour of the Pahrump Valley roads November of 2013. They have decided on some improvements. The Nevada Department of Transportation plans on widening the road shoulders throughout our area. NDOT is still looking into the roundabouts on Highway 372 and Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Highway 372 and Blagg Road. The issue seems to be business access at this time. The project is scheduled for 2016. NDOT is also looking into adding pedestrian crosswalks, yellow flashers, lighting, and signs next to Saddle West, following a number of pedestrian accidents we have had in recent years. The project has been designated a priority. Road crews plan to widen Highway 160 from Rainbow to Calvada Boulevard from the existing 2 lanes to a 4-lane highway in 2016. There is a project in the works to widen Highway 160 from Red Rock Canyon to Mountain Springs. Emergency crews can breathe easy, and so can the public. NDOT plans to provide much-needed breaks in the safety cable rail along State Route 160 between Mountain Springs and Pahrump. Emergency response and NDOT maintenance crews struggle with the lack of access from only one side of the roadway. Several miles of cable rail without access openings creates serious emergency response delays. A project has been advertised to provide breaks along the cable rail and put asphalt turns every mile. They also address flooding on Highway 160. Engineering solutions are needed on the west side of Mount Charleston to mitigate the extent of flooding that comes off the bare areas above State Route Highway 160. It's expected that flooding could continue on the same scale for the next 10 years until the burned vegetation grows back. The plan is to discuss building detention basins and check dams at higher elevations on the east side of Mount Charleston to help prevent devastating flooding, as was witnessed in August and September of 2013. There are meetings scheduled to help out those in Trout Canyon who were hit especially hard by the flooding. Their main community water supply line was taken out, and they've had to truck water in. Thanks to our own Assemblyman James Oscarson for this update. We'll be back in just a moment.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. Now is the time to get a great package deal on a Jetpack America flight.
It was good. When you actually got in there, you're like, you just feel this like moment of, oh my gosh, I'm in the air, I did it. The goal was completed.
Something of a little bit of a thrill?
Yeah, definitely.
Basically, it's pretty much what you have in your mind is a jetpack. However, instead of we use water as our propulsion. So we basically use jet skis or modified jet ski units that suck water up, except instead of going out the back to create propulsion, we redirect it through a hose into the pack, which then shoots it out a couple of jets out to the side there, which is what creates your propulsion, gets you flying in the air.
So you have a beautiful facility right here locally at Spring Mountain Motorsports. Can a beginner do the Jetpack America flight?
Oh yeah, so the only restriction we have is our first-time flyers do have to be at least 16 years old, but on the other side of it, we've flown a man at 85, a woman at 79, we've done paraplegics, amputees, just about everybody. And actually, we have just started doing our tandem flights as well, so now that opens it up for the little ones too. So for the tandem flights, a younger kid will go up with an instructor that kind of attached to him, just like tandem skydiving, and we get to experience it too. For the tandem flights, you do have to be at least 5 years old and 50 pounds, ranging all the way up to about 125 pounds, so it really kind of opens it up so pretty much anybody can experience it.
You guys kind of cater to everybody's personal physical level of activity.
Right, I mean, every person's different. Obviously, as instructors, our number one job is safety, but the big right there behind it, number two, is fun. That's what we're trying to create. Great fun-filled experience. We'll have fun with you. Other people, we can try to get you up as high as we can, 20, 25 feet in the air. Some people like going underneath the water, doing the underwater submarines, the dolphin dives. Others don't. So everything kind of changes depending on who the person is. And like I said, we've done all sorts of people, disabled people as well. So we always let them know what the additional challenges are going to be for them. But as long as they're still in it and they've got the heart behind it to do it, we're going to make it happen.
Is there any deals going on?
Yeah, so it's one of those things. I do deals for any of the locals out here. it's one of those things that kind of really depends on when you're trying to come to what the deal is. That's why I just say I do locals discounts. So you can just call me up and say, hey, I'm a local here. What kind of discount can you give me? And obviously, when I'm middle of summer in my prime season, it's not going to be as much to if you want to come out here in the middle of winter. But, definitely I'm here to help drive tourism to the town, but also here for the locals, want everybody to have a fun experience. So the website is jetpackamerica.com, nice and easy. And my phone number is 888-553-6471.
That was so much fun. Thank you to Jetpack America. Tim Wiggers from Nye Communities Coalition invites job seekers to tomorrow's job fair.
It's for Dollar Tree, the new Dollar Tree store coming to Pahrump. They're just about done with their construction, and we are doing a hiring event on Wednesday, March 18th at the Coalition, starting at 8 in the morning. We have been taking their applications already and still have them. And if people haven't completed them before they come to the hiring event on Wednesday, they can fill them out that day. But they'll have managers from Las Vegas stores in Pahrump ready to interview everybody that comes that day. And the store is expected to open in early April.
And so what should people be prepared for at this hiring event?
They should be dressed to impress. I mean, the decision makers will be there. And if they have a resume, they should bring that. They should bring a pen to complete an application if they haven't already. And most of all, they should bring their patience, because if we have a large turnout, people are probably going to have to wait a little bit. But it starts at 8 o'clock, and we're just doing one shift, so it's a little different than the event we did with Big Five, where we had people in the morning and afternoon. So it's kind of first come, first to be interviewed.
How many positions are there?
They tell me that they're looking to hire 28 people.
And are they looking for any prior experience?
Ideally, I think they're looking for retail experience, but I would encourage people to come on out and they'll see everybody. But it's a retail setting, so I think that kind of experience, or working with customers or working with cash or stocking experience, is a great thing.
For more information, is there a number to call?
They can call the Coalition at 727-9970. And if someone's not familiar with where the Coalition is, we are located at 1020 East Wilson, kind of behind Walmart. Again, that hiring event for Dollar Tree is Wednesday, March 18th, and starting at 8 o'clock, so I encourage people to come early.
And here's our own Savannah and Bethany with a student news report.
I'm Savannah Greenup.
And I'm Bethany Calvert, and we're bringing you your student news.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And for your children's sports schedule. Today, the varsity baseball and softball teams will be playing at home against Clark, and the JV teams will be traveling to Clark. On Thursday, the JV teams will be at home facing Western, and the varsity teams will be traveling to Western. Tomorrow, there will be a home track meet, and the varsity golf team will be traveling, and on Monday, the JV golf team will be traveling.
Spring break is coming. Early dismissal for PVHS will be April 3rd, and spring break for all Nye County schools will be the 6th through the 10th, and we will be returning April 13th.
Also, for all the Trojans, yearbooks are now on sale for $75, and you can get them in room 226. Also, prom tickets are on sale, and you can get them in the cafeteria at lunch. Remember to get yours soon, because prices rise as prom is approaching.
Seniors, now's your time to sign up for scholarships. Contact your counselors for more information.
I'm Bethany Calvert.
And I'm Savannah Greenup, and we're bringing you your student news.
If you have any student news stories of your own, please email news@kpvm.tv. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. When we return, we'll tell you about some important meetings going on in the next couple days at Inspirations. There's so much happening at Inspiration Senior Living. Here's Tanya Brum to tell you more.
Tomorrow is really critically important for senior drivers. It's AARP is having their senior safe driving class. It's from 12:30 in the afternoon until 4:30. We've already got a fairly good response on that, but it is important. Just from driving around town, you know how critical it is to be aware of what's going on. And Thursday, I have Bob Pilkington coming in from 10 to 11 with my paralegal. I was talking to him just conversationally, and he told me about one of his clients that it cost them over $1,200 out of a relatively small estate because of probate, because the person who passed on did not have a will or a trust. And it bothers me, it concerns me, because I know far too many seniors, far too many people. You don't have to be a senior to need a will or a trust. You really need to protect your assets for your family. And even if you're married and one of the spouses pass on, that does not automatically mean that the other spouse is the owner of all the assets. It goes into probate. So please come and see Bob.
What time's that?
That's 10 a.m. on the 19th at Inspiration Senior Living.
And that's on Java Street. And for more information and directions, they can give you a call.
They can give me a call. The landline is 775-751-2300, or they can call me on my cell if they have any questions, 702-845-4748.
Well, I certainly hope everybody's having a great St. Patrick's Day. I saw Tanya Brum there with her green shirt on. And there's been so many St. Patrick's Day celebrations throughout the weekend. And, of course, tonight there's one at the VFW. But the Prump Senior Center was hopping Saturday night for their annual St. Patrick's Day dance.
We're having a party. It's St. Patrick's Day dance. Got tons of people, live music, all kinds of fun stuff. They're having dinner right now and just having a good time.
Creekside Hospice helped put this on?
Yes, we've sponsored this dance as well with the Halloween and the senior prom, and now we're already planning the next one.
This is packed.
It is. We actually have more than we thought we were going to have, which is great. We're pleased as punch. And again, thanks to Kathy and Creekside, they've been such great sponsors, constantly having good things happen.
This is a fundraiser, right?
Yes, it is. It's going to partly transportation and just basically the whole center.
And then you're having another fundraiser next week?
Yes, we are. The Moose is sponsoring. Every year they have a spaghetti dinner, and that's next Sunday at 3 to 6 at the Moose Lodge.
And Creekside Hospice is always a great partner.
Absolutely.
Yes. We love our seniors.
What do you guys do next, Creekside Hospice with the Senior Center?
We're discussing another dance coming up, tossing around an idea of some other fundraising ideas, but right now, that one's kind of a hush-hush until we know for sure.
Well, you'll let us know when you find out all the details.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. For more information on Creekside Hospice,
775-727-7000.
And to donate and attend the Senior Center lunches and dances,
727-5008.
Thanks, guys. That was a fun event. Well, when we return, we'll tell you about the weather and a little more details about that VFW St. Patrick's Day event tonight.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Tuesday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. My tie is green, but it is kind of canceled out by the green screen behind me, so it looks a little gray today. But today we had partly cloudy skies with a high of 80 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 71 degrees. Winds were coming from the south-southwest today at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 14 miles per hour. The UV index today was 4, which is moderate. Humidity was at 15% today. Sunrise was at 6:53 this morning, and the record high back in 2007 was 91 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have cloudy skies with a low of 52 degrees. Your average temperature on this time of year is 50 degrees. Winds will be coming from the west-southwest this evening at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 7 miles per hour, so the wind should be rather low. Humidity will be at 31% this evening. Sunset will be around 6:53 this evening, and the record low back in 1955 was 30 degrees. Well, tomorrow we'll have continued cloudy skies with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 8 miles per hour with gusts up to 15 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 26%. Sunrise will be at 6:51 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 3, which is moderate. For our 7-day forecast, again, we'll have cloudy skies tomorrow, but those clouds should be clearing up rather quickly. We could be expecting sunny to mostly sunny skies starting this Friday, going through about mid next week. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the mid-70s. That'll be going up into the low 80s rather quickly this Thursday, and it will be staying in that high 70s and low 80s range through about mid next week. Your low temperatures will be starting off in the high 40s, and they will be staying in the high 40s almost all the way across this 7-day forecast, dropping a little bit into the mid 40s next Tuesday.
Thanks so much, Noah. Well, there's still time, especially if you're watching the earlier broadcast or listening to us on the radio on 95.9 KACE. Tonight from 4 until 7 p.m. is a St. Patrick's Day dinner at the VFW Post, located at 4651 Homestead Road. The public is invited, and there's an $8 donation, and they're going to have corned beef and cabbage. Touch a Truck family event will be held at the VFW Post on Homestead Road this Saturday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. There will be food, crafts, demonstrations, all to benefit the Relay for Life. There will be a car wash fundraiser this Sunday at Draft Picks from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. to benefit Pay It Forward, and they're still looking for volunteers to help out with that car wash. We'll have more on tomorrow night's broadcast on that. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46 from everyone up here at KPVM-TV and, of course, out there on the radio station 95.9 FM, KACE Country. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.